Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of the Project Zomboid Beginner's Guide. We're going to pick up from where we left off last time, where we were looking quite desperately for a rubber hose so that we can start siphoning gas out of cars. So I'm going to write that down. That's our top priority right now. And let's just review a bunch of these. We already found a car, but it needs gas. We did stock up on food a little bit. I think good enough. Haven't done that. We haven't zombie-proofed the safe house yet, but we have found some more weapons. So, that's our to-do list for today. And it looks like we've got a foggy day outside. Not too difficult to deal with. It reduces the visibility for you, but also for the zombies, so it's kind of a trade-off there. Let's use our sink to fill this water bottle. And it's cooked already, so let's turn that off. Eat the hot dog. And what can we leave here? I'm not going to take the bread knife with us. We don't really need that. Duct tape, rope. No, not really. Just put the duct tape right there. Or not. Can I not? What is happening here? Okay, sure. You can put it there. What else we got? Kind of want to keep everything that I have here, but what's in the backpack? Griddle pan. Let's place that here. Handheld game console. You know where that's got to go, right? Right there. Couple books. I don't have a bookshelf, so I'm just going to lay them out here. And a car battery charger we can leave. I'm just going to start dropping stuff. We don't need that. And this does slightly less damage, so we'll leave this here. And the welding torch. And the propane bottle. There we go. Now we got room. Like always, doing a quick check around the house, make sure we're alone. And we are. Excellent. Nice work as always, David the Gnome. You're doing great. So, let's go back in real quick. So, we looted a lot of stuff in this area. You know, we looked in most of the garages, sheds, and whatnot that we could find, and didn't find a rubber hose. So I'm thinking, where else can we go? I think I'm going to try and get into the school. That's probably not the best idea. We saw a lot of zombies there, but if it works out, we should be able to get a lot of good stuff. There shouldn't be much resistance between here and there, so let's do this walk 2 and speed up the timer a little bit. Okay. There's some more over there. But we're prepared this time. +1 axe skill. Excellent. We should be swinging faster and hitting harder. Where y'all going? Not quite to one shot on every hit level, but as I say that. There we go. Yeah, okay, game. Just make me look bad, why don't you? This is going very well. Yeah, alright. Sure. Most of those were one-shots, so pickaxe. Great weapon. With even just a little bit of skill. I don't believe I've been in this house. So we're going to check it out real quick. Looks like this is the exact house that we live in down the street. Same model. I hear... Are you in here? Yes, you are. Oh, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Okay, got anything in here? A meat cleaver. It's not the best weapon. We'll take some of this food and get out of here. Doesn't look like there's much else here. Checking for muscle strain, nothing yet. Good. You guys just keep doing your thing. I remember last time we encountered this car, and it looked like it was in good condition, but we got kind of chased away. Let's see if we can handle what's coming. She's got something sticking out of the back of her head there. Alright, it's getting a little sketchy, so going to back up. Hear that guy over there, but not a problem right now. And they're all about the same speed. There's one. I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the school just to check out, make sure there's nobody sitting over here. And we'll try and handle the rest of them. I'm getting a little winded. There we go. It's important to keep paying attention up here so that we don't miss if a Moodle pops up that's going to make us less effective in combat. I don't know how long it takes for them to break down the fences. A chain link fence I would assume is pretty sturdy, but I really don't know. Hello, sir. No need to turn around. There we go. Uh-oh, there goes our pickaxe. Okay, so let's... I'm going to attach the steel rod to our back so that we can put it away if needed. And press 1 to take it out. So we're under our backup weapon now. And we are out of breath. But there's just one more, so I'm going to try and take care of him now. Well, it takes longer than about a minute, so that's good information. Okay, anybody else? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's check this car out. Keys in there. It has no gas. A crowbar. That's an excellent find. A crowbar is one of the best weapons in the game, I would say. It never breaks. It takes so long for it to break. And it does decent damage, so good find on that. No rubber hose in this car, though. And actually, I am going to switch to that crowbar and put this back in my bag. Ratchet wrench, screwdriver, locked. A bandage is always nice to have. And a lighter, sure, why not? Lock is broken. Alright. This card looks pretty nice too, actually. Let's see. Engine's a little beat up, but everything else is okay. I also misspoke on one of the previous episodes. I said the windshield gets damaged when you run into zombies. It's actually the hood that gets damaged. And if the hood takes too much damage, it'll break. And your engine will start taking damage. So, very important to remember. And keep an eye out for that. Let's see if we can get into the school. We don't know what kind of resistance we're going to be running into. So we can just scout out looking through these windows. Doesn't look like anybody in the classrooms. Pretty dark in there. Hopefully there was a light switch right there, and I still don't see anybody, so this is nice. They must have all left. I do hear somebody mumbling and grumbling, though. Aha! Some buddies. Making sure to close the doors behind me just so that we don't get snuck up on while we're fighting somebody else. It's important to be aware of your surroundings. So, if I were a rubber hose in school, where would I be? I know that they have shop class here. We'll take a little detour. Where is the light switch? There you are. Anybody hiding in the bookshelves? No. Good. So, let's check this out. Looks like these are all entertainment books, but here we go. Bunch of skill books here. I'm not going to take everything. I don't think pottery or glass making is going to be very relevant to us at this current point. Electrical 1, I think we have that already. Okay, so not a whole good selection here. That's all right. That's not what we're here for. It looks like this is the nurse's office. Aha! We found one, finally. Okay. I was hoping. I wasn't sure. Let's grab this medication here. And, I'm just going to look around a little bit more. Because I know there might be some food in the cafeteria that would be worth grabbing. But apart from that, we got what we wanted. That's huge. Bonk. See what we got. Some eggs. Nice. Ooh, bunch of good stuff. Mustard. Gotta have that. I don't know what a fleshing tool is. Removing flesh/fur from leather. Thought that was just a knife, but alright. Take some dried thyme. I don't need a stale chicken leg. Anything else? 3 fresh potatoes. Excellent. More potatoes. Alright, I gotta sort some of this stuff. So you can click up here and sort by encumbrance, and I'm going to sort descending so that the heaviest stuff is on top. And I'm just going to start throwing stuff in the bag until I don't have any room in the bag. Don't need that large handle. Rest in peace, pickaxe. Still got some room left. So if you select whatever inventory you select, if you go into here and pick something up, it'll go into that inventory. So we're just going to get anything worth getting from here. That was about it. And I think take a quick run back to home base to drop this stuff off. Anybody show up? Nope, looking pretty good. The big groups look very intimidating, but if you take it slow, eventually you get this. Pretty quiet. Alright, let's do our little trick here. Speed it up. Hope everybody's doing well. And no resistance on the way. Excellent. Let's see. I think most of this stuff can go straight into the freezer. We're not going to use it for a while. And we don't want it to spoil. Actually, where is that? Give me that grapefruit. We are a wee bit peckish. Pork chop. Put the eggs in the fridge. Beef patties. Freezer. Freezer. Dried thyme. That's not going to expire, right? Probably not. We'll throw that in here. We'll put the salt right on the counter there. Okay, so we have our rubber hose now. And if I remember correctly, the cars that we saw that were crashed and had some gas in the tank were right around here. So let's work our way that way. We still have the empty gas can. And I have a steel rod as a backup weapon, so we are good to go. Since we're doing pretty well, I'm going to go this way and see what kind of buildup we have. Could potentially check for gas in these cars as well. You hit V, it opens up a sub-menu here. And... hello. Doesn't look like either of these have any gas in them. That's okay. It was just... it would have been nice. But we can take the long way. Not very observant, that one. Alright, since we got the level up in axes, this is a long blunt weapon, so the axe level up doesn't really impact us at all. But that's okay. Hey, anybody else? Hello. And that's why I don't walk through trees. We've got a couple over here. We can utilize the fence to our advantage. Hoping to pull just one of them, but that's okay. Oh, and there's one coming behind. Okay. So this is actually a bit sketchy. And we don't know what's further this way. We might be running into more trouble. I'm going to double back this way. I don't want to run into an area where we're not sure it's safe. The panic really doing a number on our damage. More? Oh, more than a couple. Let's hop over the fence with E. Smash. Smash. It's a little hard to see from this angle. Yep, and that's what can happen. Thankfully, though, that was the last one, so no one else to take advantage of that. Okay. Hopefully that's all for now. No gas in those. Before we engage him, I'm going to wait for this out of breath to fall off. There we go. Okay. Since we're here, and not too much resistance, let's check out this car. I forget if we already checked into it, or... Looks like we did. Okay. Not recording these back to back, so I forget things. That's quite a few. I don't like not being able to see because of that tree, so I'm just going to back up and find a better position. Again, just using the fences here to minimize the amount of hits I need to do. Since we're already tired, we don't want to be swinging away. Alright, let's take a quick break. Nothing of value left in here. I'm just going to speed up time a little bit. Give us a little rest. Alright, that should be good enough. 20 minutes. 5 zombies over there. And more that way. I'd rather not. Maybe I can pull just a few of them? They haven't seen me yet, so I'm just gonna keep walking. I believe that's left over from when we blew the whistle. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we can check the cars in this parking lot for some gas. Not this one, obviously. We already checked that. But let's see for the rest of them. I'm expecting it to show up. See, this is where I'm confused. I couldn't get the click to work before. It's back here to smash this window? I don't really understand that. So, maybe just, oh yeah, use this menu. Press V and smash the window that way. You got any gas? Aha! There we go. So I right-clicked on this car, and siphon gasoline's right there. And I'm going to check here. You can do it with the V menu as well. So I'm going to press V, click on siphon gasoline. That was very quick, so probably didn't get much gas, but it's enough to start. And then same thing here, press V, add gasoline. Alrighty. So we're in the orange, but that's enough to start. And there we go. We have our vehicle. Now, we have a few options at this point. We have a decent amount of stuff. And there's nothing in particular that I'm looking for. So, I'm thinking we'll do a little exploration. Hopefully find more cars with gas in them that we can siphon. Oops. Everything's fine. Oh, okay. Got a little air on that one. Maybe we should take it slower. So here's the fire department. And it's relatively empty, so I'm actually going to stop here. Let's fix that parking job. It's the apocalypse, but we're not animals. And this guy is following us. Gal, excuse me. You still coming? Yep, alright. We'll take care of you too. Okay. This is not part of the guide, but this is a much cooler backpack, so I'm going to grab that and drop this old one And with the new backpack selected and the old backpack selected, take all. And we got a teddy bear. How nice. It weighs quite a bit, so we might have to leave him behind. Hopefully not. Let's see. I think we've got enough bandages by now, and I don't see a key. It could potentially be inside. I'm just going to go room by room. Make sure we're safe. We're obviously not. I hear someone banging on a door. But as long as that door holds, we'll be fine. What do we have in here? Nothing worth grabbing. We do have a water dispenser here, and you can actually take the water bottle out of this and just have a good supply of water. At some point, the water supply does run out, so it's good to have these on hand. I'm not going to take one now because I don't plan on playing this game for months, but it is something to consider. And here's our friend. We can see the door shaking. You were alone? Yes. Nice shower cap. Why are you... Alright, you know what? Some questions are better left unanswered. Oh, a little dark. There we go. Got some bleach, a pipe wrench. That can be a pretty decent weapon, but we have enough weapons right now. Nobody in here. Ooh, a firefighter axe. With our 1 level in axe skill, that's probably going to be better than our crowbar. I'm going to take the hatchet as well. Oh my goodness, another one. Okay. And a shovel. So we've got weapons for days in here. And a duffel bag. That's more than a backpack, so we're going to swap bags once again. Maybe with our increased storage space, we can take the teddy bear with us. Key to the fire station. And we're getting tired. Looks like a medical room. Antibiotics are a good find. If you ever get an infection, that's about the only thing you can do about it. Another rubber hose. You know what? Because we had such a struggle finding the first one, I'm going to take that one on principle. Another spade. Another firefighter axe. Oh, okay. I guess this is a good point to talk about clothing. So firefighter pants are very good at reducing the chance that you get bitten or scratched, as you can see with the bite and scratch defense there. But they slow down your run speed, and in the summer, they're going to be really hot. So it comes with some upsides, but some drawbacks as well. And you have to weigh whether or not you value the defense or the freedom of movement and not overheating. This place is shockingly empty. I would not expect this level of resistance on your playthrough. This does seem a bit unusual. Anybody? Anything of value in these lockers? Not really. We've got the kitchen over here. Is there anybody over here? No. Okay, so we're clear. This is a pretty solid base. I know a lot of people like to set up shop here as their home base, and you can kind of see why. It's a large place, especially for multiplayer, which not available right now in Build 42, but eventually. It's a great base for multiple people, and even just one person. There's a lot of storage space, TV, bookshelves, everything you would really need. The only drawback is that if you want to keep the lights on, you're going to have to find a lot of sheets to cover all these windows. But if you can do that, it's a great place. Personally, I've already done that, so we're just going to head out. Actually, no, we're not. We're safe right now. Safe-ish. So now would be a good time to rest. And I saw some beds upstairs. But first, food. Eat some barbecue chips. And what's our weight looking like? 78. If you get too low, you'll be underweight and do less damage. So I'm just going to drink this entire bottle of honey. That should sort us out for a while. And we'll close this door just in case. In Build 42, pillows matter, so if you right-click on the bed and sleep, you can see Sleeping Comfort Good. Oh, I must have missed it. There we go. If you click on the pillow, it says Sleeping Comfort Good with pillow. So if you don't have a pillow and you find one, consider grabbing it. Okay, a brand new day. Unfortunately, I regret to inform that you cannot slide down the pole in the firefighter station. Really an oversight, I think. Maybe there's a mod that fixes it. Okay. Looks like we're clear out here. This one does not have gas. How about you, Mr. Walk and Rolls? Nope. Alright, the search continues. And we're down to red already, so not a whole lot of gas left. We still have that wreck that we can take gas from. That's my last resort. Let's take a quick trip through Rosewood and just see what we got. Quite a lot of zombies over there. Main downtown area, not too bad. Pardon me. Quite a few over there. In a parking lot full of cars. It's a bit dangerous at the moment, but maybe eventually. Yeah, that's a bit too much following us. Let's not. Pizza place. Gas station there. Another good base location if you can clear it out. But let's just exit town. We're on the edge of town right now. Let's see what's out here. This is about to become a cautionary tale on driving too far away from civilization without gas. But I'm feeling a little risky. Right. You can see here, there's a side road and there's two mailboxes. So one would assume there should be two houses somewhere. There's one of them. Let's see what's down this way. A warehouse of some kind. Don't really need to do anything there. Come on, van, you can do it. Driving on gas without the right car for it, or driving on grass, excuse me, is not the best. And there's the second house. So, we're not that far out from town. If we look at the map here. We're all the way up here. And you're close enough to town that you can drive in pretty easily. But you're far enough away that the zombies in town aren't going to find you out here. There might be a few in the woods or out in the fields or even in the house. But if you can clear out this area, you can see how it would be much safer than settling in the city. So really it's up to you whether or not you want to take the safe location or the close location. We are running out of gas, so I'm going to head back. Hopefully not run out on the way. While we're taking a little drive, thank you for watching. If you don't mind liking the video, that would help me a lot. I'm just going to bob and weave through these guys. One thing to point out, I'm used to it obviously, so it doesn't look like anything, but driving can be a little bit tricky. At a base level, W to go forward, whatever way your car is facing, and A and D turn the car left and right respectively. So even if you're driving down, you would need to press the opposite button to turn the way that you want to go, because it's based on the direction that the car is facing. Okay. I'm going to take the key out so that the engine doesn't keep running. And let's take some of this gas, hopefully more than the other one. Oh yeah, much better. You can tell because it's taking longer. Excellent. And gas is quite heavy, so walking around with full gas tanks is not really viable. Add gas? No, we want to take gas. So let's fuel up here. Headphones coming in clutch here. We should be able to hear a zombie if they show up. Was that all the gas, or did I move too quickly? I did not. So, let's see. Much better now. About a quarter tank of gas. And that does last quite a while. Should be good enough for us at the moment. And actually, I don't see many zombies here, so we're going to check these cars for gas as well. I forgot to take the key out. There we go. They're going to be a problem soon. Siphon gasoline. Perfect. That was barely any gas, unfortunately. I'm just going to add it now, because it's basically nothing. And hello, let's take care of you. There was actually many more hits than I expected. But it got the job done. Right, no gas in the purple car. Anything here? Nope. How about you? Nope. And we've got one more to check. Pushing all the wrong buttons? No, no gas. But hey, we got some. That's huge. Now we can extend our reach a little bit further. Let's see what's over here. Okay, so this is a gated community. You can see all the gates here. This is also a great place to set up shop, because if you get into carpentry, you can build up some walls, and if you build walls here and on the opposite end, you're pretty much protected, unless a zombie decides to break down the wall. What's this way? Obviously not a main road, so this might not actually lead anywhere in particular. And it doesn't. You can see the road just tapers off there, so waste of time, but good information. We know there's nothing for us that way. Okay. Let's head back to base. Always have to be ready for those wrecks. You smash into those going full speed, it's not going to end well for you. Although this is Project Zomboid, it's not going to end well for you regardless. Pardon me. We could go and get out of the car, right-click on those corpses, and pick them up and move them out of the road. But, spoilers, we're not going to be staying here much longer. You can see, backing up, I'm still not perfect with the controls. Alright. Everything's fine. Why are we playing creepy music though, game? That's not nice. Okay, so by acquiring this car, we also acquired 113 storage worth of trunk space. And that sounds like enough to me to put all of our stuff in. So I'm just gonna do this the lazy way. Open up my inventory. Take all. And if you're carrying way too much, you're gonna start to take damage. So right now I'm very overloaded. And the heart shaking means you're taking damage, but this is pretty slow damage, so as long as you're not constantly overloaded, you should be fine. I lost my inventory, so clicking on this box here brings it back up. We're just going to transfer everything. That scared the crap out of me. You know what? Thank you, Bird, because you reminded me that we have not done a sweep in a while. Looks good. It would be a shame to be loading up the trunk and get attacked. Obviously, I'm transferring some things that I would like to keep on my person, but right now, I'm just going for the quick and dirty route. Do we take the saxophone? I think we do. It's a symbol by now. Take these. Don't really need those utensils. We can leave those here. Empty pot's good to have. And obviously we want to take all of our food with us. We've hit the limit for our duffel bag, so switching to the main inventory and continuing to shove stuff in there. Oh hey, woodcraft. We're just gonna sit here for a minute and watch. Alright. So we're at level 2 carpentry right now, from never picking up a hammer and nail. We've just watched TV a few times, and we know how to do some carpentry. Anything else? I think that's about it. Oh. Can't forget the salt. Transfer all. This is why the dexterous perk comes in clutch. Normally this would take twice the amount of time. And we're all loaded up. We are coming up on an hour, so this video is already long enough. I'm going to end it here, but next time we will be moving out of the city and starting our new life somewhere else. Tune in next time. Thanks for being here, and bye-bye.